Tonight, we dare you to take a step into the dark and twisted comic world of Tony Millionaire's Macchies. Plus, just when you thought they were out, we pull them back in. The Corleone family returns, and we'll take you behind the scenes of EA's Godfather game. And finally, it's DVD Tuesday. DVD Talks Kim Morgan is here to give us the lowdown on Donnie Darko, the director's cut. Live from Los Angeles, it's the Screensavers!
Yeah!
Somebody is pumped.
We got one of them going crazy. Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay, Brendan. You can like the show.
Excited.
It's cool.
I'm embarrassed.
Tooting
I'm
your own
embarrassed now.
horn? Yeah.
Go ahead. Start the show.
Okay.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm Sarah Lynn.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Kevin Pereira, of course, is out today with the gonorrhea.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We wish him well. We're hoping he, gets a shot and comes back
like
tomorrow or the next day.
Soy milk factory spraying all over the place. It's pretty bad.
Oh, my.
Anyway.
Wow. That really went overboard, didn't it?
No, it's true. It's actually what's happening.
So on to something a little bit more G-rated. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to, most people, they take their mouse for granted. Do you take your mouse for granted? It's something that you use every time you log onto the computer.
Yeah, I never thought about where did it come from.
Where did it come from? Well, everybody, way back in 1968, nobody had ever seen anything like a mouse. But the original demo videos that were produced by Douglas Engelbart.
He was actually on our show at one point.
Absolutely, and his team of researchers has been resurfacing online.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So the videos themselves are kind of boring, actually, but you can appreciate the significance of it, because during the demo, the researchers also debuted hypertext and object addressing and dynamic file linking. I don't know, did we?
I don't know.
That's not it. That's not it.
Oh, there we go. No, I don't think we have the videos.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, they're really not that interesting.
I thought they were pretty cool, though. I watched one last night.
Sorry,
it's
we're not really
fun,
prepared
though.
for this show today.
It's fun to watch some of that stuff. We'll have the links, though. You got to get that in our show notes. It's kind of fun to see the first mouse.
The original mouse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's old, it's different, but it was quite a concept.
Yeah, it was cool, and look what it turned into.
Absolutely.
Now, the Hubble telescope may be dead for all intents and purposes, but you can still check out some of the cool images that it captured, because it captured quite a few really cool images.
Some great images, actually.
Space.com actually has the best of the best when it comes to Hubble, and you can actually rate the images and say, I think that one's a number 4. Look at that.
Why would anybody rate images of space?
It's like hot or not for space.
Like, who's going to be like, cool, my image is number 1.
No,
awesome.
no. Well, it's not your image. Hubble took it.
But okay, you know what I mean? Like, the people who helped build Hubble.
Well, I mean, just
are they like hoping that their favorite image also ranks highest?
That way, I mean, there's so many of them. You got to go through them all. Like, look at.
There's too much ranking
That's like
online.
a 2. That's really not that hot.
That was cool.
That's pretty lame. That's a 1. Let's see here. There we go. That's sexy. That's a 5 right there.
And then at some point, that is kind of sexy. At some point, do you go and see what other people rated too? And
totally.
Talk about
you can leave comments.
Talk about how it's the coolest image ever.
That's pretty cool. Look at that one. Anyway, some cool stuff. Space.com. You got to check that out.
Okay. Remember the old anime series Gigantor?
Yes.
You do?
No.
Okay. Me either. Well, a trailer has been recently posted online for what looks like a live-action movie version, and I just say looks like because it's all in Japanese. We can't understand anything, but we assume that's kind of what it's based on. But it's funny, and it's pretty cool. Do we have that?
I'm sure we do. Oh, there it is right there.
Sorry, everybody at home. We just woke up. Yeah, no, this is fun, though. Check this out. Okay, so it's in Japanese, yeah. But look, it's Gigantor. It's coming to Earth.
Yeah, that looks...
People are freaking. There he goes. It's almost like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, it's kind of... It looks pretty good, though. This could be a good movie.
It looks campy, but I think that they want it to.
It's like Power Rangers,
I hope
almost.
that they want it to.
I don't know. What do you think, Brennan? Is that cool? Would you go see it?
Are you buying, Kevin?
Yeah, maybe. Dinner first. It's free.
Steaks?
Steaks it is, actually. That sounds good.
You got a date, buddy.
Done.
Hey, all right.
You can come along, too.
You kids have fun.
Looks like a good movie, though.
It looks interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now,
Gigantor.
Once again,
on the big screen.
You're going to have to go review that one for sure.
Okay.
Once again, we're stealing something, from Kevin's little, it came from eBay. Seems like we're kind of stealing this one. But a guy is selling a rare Atari Cosmos system. Now, they said only 5 of these were made.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does actually, take a look at it right here. It's on eBay. And
what is the Atari Cosmos? I'm not even familiar with it.
It's supposed to be a prototype of a device that they never put out. So it's pretty much just see, here's the manual right here.
Wait,
it's going to be like a hologram, like 3D. It's what the future they thought was going to be like.
Ooh,
so this was back in 1981.
5, huh?
Yeah, doesn't it look pretty cool?
Scroll back up to the top. I think he's asking a ridiculous price.
10 grand.
It was 10 grand.
Yeah.
Or 9,990.
Well, actually, no, that's pounds. So that's equivalent to about $18,000.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So look at, sorry for making everybody sick at home, but there you go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? It's
yeah, all right. I mean, if I had 20,000 bones, I don't know personally.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to admit, like, look at that one right there. That totally Asteroids 3D. That's
pretty
kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. I love it.
I don't know. It sounded like a cool concept.
You gonna bid on it?
Just never got off the ground.
Got some cash?
I don't have 18 grand to drop on it, but it still looks cool.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Kevin Pereira is not here today. He's under the weather. But Brendan Moran is. Brendan, what's going on in the Nook?
Not much. I will be in the chat room.
Cool.
Nice.
Throughout the remainder of the show. And we'll be taking some of your calls later on. So call us with tech questions, computer questions, gadget questions. We want all your questions. The number is...
Show me how you type.
Huh? I tie with my elbows, Kevin. You want me to show?
Yeah, it's actually
like this. Escape. Anyway, the number is 800-839-7880, and you can email us through our web form at g4tv.com, ask TSS, and you can chat with us in our IRC chat room at chat.g4tv.com.
I have a feeling there's going to be some ladies in the chat room today. So you
Okay,
think like, hi, Brennan, you
Sarah, you
cutest.
flatter me.
You are. Thank you. Stay tuned. There's lots more on the way. Later, we've got our favorite Mac programs you just can't get on a PC.
Very true.
You know, they got to be elite somehow.
Yes.
When we come back, comic book artist Tony Millionaire will join us to shed light on his dark creations. That's next.
All right, our next guest made a name for himself with the bizarre sock monkey comic books and the sick and twisted Mockies. Now, these aren't a passing fad. They're some of the most popular comic strips and animated shorts in the world. Tony Millionaire is the man behind it all and joins us now. Thanks for coming to the show.
You're welcome.
So I've seen these around for quite some time now. How long and how did you get started creating these?
I started doing the Mockies comic strip in about '94, and it started by I started doing while I was kind of a drunk living in New York, and I didn't really know what I was going to do with my life anymore. And I started coming up on age 40, and I thought, uh-oh, I better do something. So I started drawing some comics, and friends of mine would put them in their zines, and before you know it, the New York Press got a hold of some of them, and they offered me a strip.
Oh, so this was a total independent thing at first then. Was it just a hobby of yours, or?
Yeah, it was me goofing around, writing comics about stories that had happened to me or happened to friends of mine.
So now this, tell me about the Mockies. I mean, what exactly, how did that come about?
That's exactly how it came about. It was the New York Press saw some other strips that I had done, and they just said, let's do a strip. So I thought, well, I got to do something about, I want to do something that I know, so it's got to be about drunkenness. I've got to do something funny, so I'll put some crazy animals in it, and then I want to make it beautiful, so I just remembered my grandparents' house on the ocean that they used to live in, and they were illustrators, and I just remembered they would always have drawings of boats around, and it was just so beautiful I wanted to put it in the strip.
I mean, if you take a look at those right there, it's obvious that you put a lot of time and effort into illustrating these. How long does it take you to create something like that? An average strip, you'd say.
Pardon me?
An average strip, like if you were to create one strip for a, well, how long would you say?
The strip takes like all week long to think of one. Well, there's two jokes in the strip, the top and the bottom strip. So it takes all week long to think of something funny enough for the strip, and then it takes maybe 6 hours to draw it.
And then you also actually have it split up into two strips almost, right? There's one right underneath it. How did that come about?
If you look at old comics from the 20s and 30s, you'll see that a lot of times they'd put a little extra strip down at the bottom. And I found that was a nice gimmick because it's like the meal and then the little dessert at the bottom. But also the good thing is that if I'm going to do something that's just completely wacky, sort of an arty concept at the top, I want to give somebody a bump joke down at the bottom, so that way you come away feeling sort of satisfied that you've got a little joke, you know.
And then why do you put the landscapes in between each slide then?
The landscapes in between is because I can either put 1, 2, maybe up to 7 panels. In order to fill it in, I had to put something. So I thought, well, I'll just do beautiful little landscapes. And if you'll look through it, you'll always find that little ship, that little tugboat in there. That's the Maki's tugboat.
Nice.
There it is.
So tell me how you created these different characters. What is each character? I mean, they each have their own characteristics. Tell me a little bit about each one of them.
Drinky Crow was actually a character that I developed when I was homeless, living in, well, I was not really homeless. I was living on somebody's sofa, but I was living in New York during a horrible blizzard. And I went to this bar, broke, and the bartender told me, every time you draw one of these little Drinky Crow comics, I'll put it in my little newsletter, and I'll give you a free beer. I thought, this is great.
Nice.
That's how it began. This is before the strip happened. So I thought, a free drink. So I was like, so I just drew a bunch of them. And then after a while, people in the bar came in, and they said, we want to do them too. So they all started drawing little Drinky Crow comics. And I collected a whole stack of them. And I was so depressed and drunk at the time that I thought, well, what's funnier than a crow getting drunk and blowing his own brains out? I mean, it's like the perfect way to actually not blow your brains out, just to draw a picture of it.
Well, you also, I mean, he's gotten so popular, they've actually appeared in tattoos and things like that, right? I mean, there's people actually going around. When was the first time you saw or heard of actually someone getting your different types of characters as tattoos?
Ace Farron Ford, Purple Panther tattoos, and right in L.A. and down in Hollywood, he was doing Drinky Crow tattoos for people for free as sort of a promotional gimmick one time. When I heard about it, I was like, well, who would want to have a drunken crow on their tattooed onto themselves? And then there'd be like, at the Golden Apple, you'd get on where they would have sort of tattoo parties, and people would walk up to me with tattoos of like whole panels tattooed onto their legs, and I think it's, I don't know.
What did you think? It was kind of honored
twisted.
by that,
how would you feel if you were like, did a bunch of drawings, and suddenly some guy walks up and goes, look, I tattooed this on my inner thigh.
Yeah.
And it's like the sock monkey.
That's pretty cool, though. I'd kind of be flattered in a way.
Cool. It is very cool.
Yeah. So we also actually have a clip. You actually had some of this was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, we did.
So can we take a look at that now?
Hey. Hey, Crow.
Yeah?
Come here. You see this stump?
Yeah.
Listen, you fill the stump with acorns, I'll give you $2, okay?
All right.
Yeah, all right.
$2, $2, $2, $2. Say, how much is that gun?
This gun? It's $4.
How much is that whiskey?
That whiskey is $1.
Give me the whiskey.
Hey, Crow.
Yeah?
You fill the stump with acorns, I'll give you $2.
Yeah, all right. $4, $4, $4, $4, $4. Say, how much is that gun?
It's $4.
That's awesome. That's actually one of the first ones that I saw in your book here.
Yeah.
It's a great book. How many books do you have out now, all in all? Is it just these two?
Maki's books, there's 3. That's the 3rd one so far.
Excellent.
And the Sock Monkey's been going since, God, I don't know, 97 or 98.
Cool.
But I put out about 2 books a year, Sock Monkey.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Tony, for being on the show.
Thank you.
We've got plenty more information about Tony Millionaire in our show notes. If you also want to check out these books, you can find links to them there at thescreensavers.com. Now, still ahead, we got a couple really good downloads, 4 programs for your Mac that'll make you want to have Steve Jobs' love child. And finally, we have you can actually ditch AIM for something a little bit cooler. And a little bit later, we head down to New York for Little Italy for an exclusive look at the new Godfather game. All this right after these messages.
All right, time for another damn good download. This one is called... I forget, actually. It's called Middleman. Actually, what it is like so many people still use AIM, even though there's Trillion and a lot of, Game, other instant message clients out. Most of the people that I know still use AIM. So if you're going to use AIM, I'm not going to fault you for it, but I still think that you need this plugin to make AIM much cooler. It's called Middleman. All right, so I've got my AIM buddy list open here, and when I go to my preferences area, I just see, I've got another little option. These are my Middleman features, okay? So I'm going to go to settings. First of all, the nicest thing that you can do, one of the nicest things you can do is you can clone AIM. So I can have two buddy lists open. I can chat as two different people if I want to, depending on if you have a bunch of different friends, you got one name and you want to have another name, you can have two things going on at once. Okay, so when I go back to middleman and I go to settings, some of the general settings are, show me as being mobile, show me as having security enabled, stuff like that. But ad removal is one of the greatest things because nobody wants to see ads. There are a lot of programs that can do this, but this will not only remove advertisements at the top of the list. Now you can see on the left here, that all went away, but you can also remove some of the other sort of content panels that you don't really need down at the bottom. If you just want your buddies, that's what you can do. So that's pretty cool. Let's say move on to some of the transparency settings, which is also really cool. If you want your buddy list to be transparent, I'll just hit apply here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. And you can adjust how transparent you want. You can also have an IM window. You can adjust the transparency there. So I can say apply, and now I have that. What's also nice is you can disable transparency if the window has focus. So let's say you want transparency until you want to use it, and then you want it to come up full. So once I do that, and I go back to my window, whoops, I have to hit OK. You can get the transparency comes back full. So what's also nice about it is idle control. Now this is kind of tricky. What I can say is, let's say a friend sees me online over on this side, and I can say, I want to go idle for 20 minutes, and I say, go idle. Now, over on this side, the friend says, oh, Momo Lane's online. Oh, but she's been idle for 20 minutes, so I'm not going to bother her. I'm not idle. I'm totally hanging out. I'm doing my thing. But they don't really know that, which is kind of cool. You've got a few more options like buddy aliasing, and that's if your friend has a buddy name like XX99347, you can just say it's Joe. And it'll show up as Joe, and you don't have to remember who everybody is. I have a problem with that because I have so many buddies that sometimes I just get all their names confused because they come up with creative stuff. And, I am logging a couple different little security options, and you're good to go. It's totally free, so you really need Middleman if you're going to use AIM. You have no excuse not to. So if you want the download link, you can get it at thescreensavers.com. Here's Kevin now with something a little bit nice for the Apple fans out there.
Thank you, Miss Lane.
You're welcome.
Brendan, we're always talking about PC applications. It's PC this, PC that. We leave out the 5% Mac users.
Why, Kevin?
Because, well, I don't know. There's no really good reason why, but
I thought you would know.
I have some really good programs. I'm going to show you some programs today. I know you're a PC user, and you tell me whether or not these are good enough to make you want to switch to the other side.
Good idea.
Okay.
Shoot.
So these are pretty much my 5 favorite picks. This first one here, so on Windows, when you have to launch a program, you click Start, All Programs, find the program you want. This right here, all you have to do, it's called Quicksilver. You just type in the first couple keys of whatever you're trying to find. So in this case, if it's Fire, you just type in F, and it instantly appears a list of the different applications that start with F, whether they be Fax, Final Cut Pro. So it's really a quick and easy way to launch applications. The first couple keys, hit Enter, and boom, it launches the program right there for you.
Is it that hard to find what you're looking for without?
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
You got to click the Finder. You have to go to Applications. It's kind of a pain. But this is nice and easy.
Out of 10, I'll give it a 6.
Okay. So we're warming up. You're kind of warming up to the Mac side. This next one here, it is called Radio Lover. Now, Radio Lover is pretty cool because all you have to do, have you ever listened to like any of those streams online, like the internet radio streams?
I have.
Okay, all you have to do is drag and drop the stream right in here. After you do that, the program fires up and it starts capturing all of the streams, cutting them up, naming them, and then take a look at this here. These are all the streams that we captured overnight, hundreds and hundreds of MP3s. And all it does is it breaks them up for you.
So you can walk away from your
Yeah, you don't have to be sitting here. You just click the one button, walk away, and it starts cutting them up, slicing them, and you have all your MP3s ready to go.
Kevin, I like that one.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to take that one.
Okay, good. Next one, this is really cool. This is called the Delicious Library. So what it does is basically it's a way to keep track of...
Wait, can I stop you there?
Yes, go ahead.
Delicious Library?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Not a lot of points for that.
Okay.
Keep going, though.
Hold on. Let me show you what it does, and then you'll switch. Watch this. So all you have to do is this basically kind of keeps track of all of your movies, all your music, your games, you name it. So let's just say I have a new movie. Here's Rambo. And
First Blood?
First Blood.
Very good.
All you have to do is basically to put this in, you can click on Add right down here, and there's several different ways that you can add. You can add it by the title, so you can just type in the title. So I'll try and find, hold on, Rambo. Whoops, my keyboard is all stuck on this keyboard's all messed up. It's one of those little tiny keyboards that have like the shift lock
Why can't they give us
working
working materials,
little, look how tiny it is. Anyway.
Trying to put a TV show on here.
Yes, you're right. So I can click in RA and just click Find by Title, and then you'll see it'll come up and show us all the movies that start with RA.
RA.
If we have an internet connection. There we go. So all you have to do is click on the movie that's yours, click on the plus button, it adds it right to your library. Now the cool thing about this though is not only does it do it for your movies and your music and your games, but you can also rent it out to people.
Really?
So all you have to do is choose the movie that you want to rent out and say you can actually email it to a friend, you can drag it right and down to your friend, your borrowers right here. I have a friend that's actually borrowing one of my books, and you can set a due date so that it'll notify you when your friend's supposed to return that back to you. And the coolest thing though is you can use your Netcam to scan your barcodes.
Really?
So you don't have to put it in by hand. You can just grab your DVDs off the shelf, scan them, the next one goes in, scan them, the next one goes in. Isn't that cool?
That's good technology.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's the
And
book
only on the
that's
Mac.
out to your friend? Dr. Wheel?
Dr. Weil, man. He's freaking awesome.
Oh, right, the guy with the beard.
Yeah,
he's eat carrots and so forth.
He's
right.
cool, dude. Dr. Weil's
Yeah,
awesome.
sure.
Don't make fun of Dr. Weil. Now, last one here. The last one is Acquisition. This is a great program. It's a P2P application. It connects to all the major different P2P outlets, so we can just type in screensavers, and it's going to go ahead and search through music and movies and pictures and all that. Basically, just like your standard, like your Kazas of the world or your LimeWires.
Look at that, it's popping up.
Yeah, see, it's finding stuff right now. But the thing is that this doesn't have any spyware or adware or any kind of crap like that. That's one thing I love about Macintosh applications is for the most part, they don't have any of that kind of garbage. You don't have to worry about all that stuff popping up. So nice and clean. Those are 4 really good applications. And as always, we have the links to them in our show notes, screensavers.com.
Very good, very good. Stick around, there's lots more to come after the break. The feed is so loaded with tech news, it's borderline illegal, Kevin. And Sarah goes behind the scenes of EA's latest blockbuster game, The Godfather. That's next. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show. Coming up in this half hour, DVDTalk.com's Kim Morgan is here to give us all the details on today's biggest DVD releases. And we'll take a look at some of the strangest things money can buy from It Came From eBay. And now it's time for today's edition of The Feed. There's something rotten in the state of Denmark. And yes, I've always wanted to say that. A Danish newspaper is reporting that Bill Gates, in what sounds a teensy bit like blackmail, told the country's prime minister that Microsoft would eliminate 800 Danish jobs if Denmark opposed an EU directive on software patents. He also threatened to unleash his GateBot army upon the poor, unsuspecting country. Okay, he didn't do that, but you know he was thinking it. Microsoft, of course, has responded by flatly denying these accusations. The nominations are out for the 5th Annual Game Developers' Choice Awards. This year's event will be strictly formal. Black t-shirts over white long sleeves. Okay, fellas? Half-Life 2 continues to be the heavyweight of this year's award season, picking up nominations in a half-dozen categories, including Best Writing, Best Technology, and, of course, Best Game. Others competing for the Best Game nod include World of Warcraft, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and Burnout 3. Although fan favorite Halo 2 was surprisingly snubbed. Valentine's Day may have been yesterday, but love is still in the air. Sony and Apple could be hooking up in the near future. This comes from a Merrill Lynch analyst who found it intriguing that Sony's president was on stage with Steve Jobs during his keynote at Macworld. I mean, wasn't he just with Wilmer Valderrama? What's going on here, Steve? Anyway, the analyst went on to say that Apple could be in for a big year if it's able to leverage the success of its iPod into other product lines. As for the Sony connection, the likeliest scenario involves Apple shipping products with Sony's cell processor. So settle down. Unfortunately, we are not done with Apple just yet. Now, it's common knowledge that the company keeps secrets about as well as a drunken teenager. But they're trying to do something about that. Like forcing 3 online journalists to reveal 20 sources used for stories about upcoming Apple products, most notably the Mac Mini. Enter the always scrappy Electronic Frontier Foundation, which, in between screams of First Amendment, announced that it will step in on behalf of the journalists. We'll let you know how this one turns out. And that's today's feed.
Oh, thanks,
I'm glad the EFF, thanks, Brennan. The EFF is jumping in there to help them out.
Well, you know what's interesting about it is that Apple is trying to go after the reporters' ISPs to say, give up the traffic. We want to know who he's been talking to, what he's been doing. So the EFF is saying, no way, man. He's got a right to privacy.
I have a feeling that he was using like secure mail, like hush mail or something like that, where they wouldn't have that information anyway.
Perhaps,
at least I would.
Still, kind of a dirty, you know, going around the main source.
Well, they want to find out. They want to fire these people.
Of course,
anytime they catch anybody that leaks secrets from Apple, they're gone.
I mean, you know, Steve Jobs is like, who is it? Who is doing this?
Does it really matter, though? Does it matter if we find out about something like a day before they release it?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to you and me, but of course the company and the marketing, and there's so many people, and they want to have their launch, and they want people to be like, oh my God, at Macworld, and so it steals their thunder, and they feel like smaller men or women or whatever.
I found something really interesting on the old internet last night. Yeah, it's actually some pictures of you. But these were hand-drawn.
Kind of pictures of me.
These were hand-drawn. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Can you believe that?
What's going on?
I have no idea. If you have more information about this picture, please email me or email Sarah.
Why are you doing this to me?
No, I'm just saying I found this, and somebody sent me a link. And I was like...
Wait, he was like, here's a picture of your girlfriend.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, that's not really what she looks like, but it kind of is.
No, it is. I mean,
some little kid is crying right now, you know, it's like...
He's like, she didn't like it. Well, you know, it does come from that picture. That's a picture that Dave Rubin took of me.
Right, of course you want to show this one off here.
Well, no, I'm just saying, it's not like he just picked it out of nowhere, this picture, but then he it's sort of that, you know, like modern Picasso kind of Sarah thing. Good job, good job.
I like that one.
Well,
now, check this one out here, too. Here's one from our vacation that we took. Look at that. Ooh,
oh, my God, there's more?
I know.
What is this?
Well, I think it was probably, more than anything...
Let's look at drawings of Sarah.
No. It just looks like some kid probably had an art project.
I kind of like that one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's kind of cute.
It's not bad. Well, thanks for the pictures anyway.
Yes, obviously we're, you know, the more pictures you take, the more we'll show you on the air.
That's right.
Good.
Now, just wait. You're going to see some really bad ones.
Okay, Kevin.
These were good.
Good one. All right, are you a Godfather fan?
Yes.
I already know that you are. I am too, and last week while the boys here were running wild, I was actually in the Big Apple getting the scoop on a Godfather reincarnation. So you're unveiling a brand new video game based on the Godfather series. How do you do it and still respect the family? Well, if you're Electronic Arts, you throw a big, huge party right in the middle of New York City's Little Italy. The underlying theme of the Godfather series was respect. And how are we bringing respect into Godfather the game?
Well, I mean, it's certainly the core scoring mechanism within the product.
Keep the car running.
You earn respect, if you will, based on how you deal with day-to-day situations within the world. You will always have choices, and in those choices have consequences.
Deep stuff, man. But in whose shoes will we be discovering these consequences?
No, hand me the last. Your father would want to hear this. This is business, not personal.
They shot my father.
Even the shooting of your father was business, not personal, Sonny.
Even the shooting of your father was business, not personal, Sonny.
Well, then business will have to suffer, all right? Listen, Tom, do me a favor.
I heard he was going to do it, and I was going to do it, and we had heard Marlon Brando had done it. So that was nice.
You heard right. Veteran actors James Caan, Robert Duvall, and even the late Marlon Brando all lent their voices and their faces to the newest Godfather project.
My neck should be thicker, so I look a little more intimidating. Let's talk to this artist. Let me have a little word with him.
Literally breathing new life into a mafia classic.
Someday, and that day may never come, I may call upon you to do a service for me. But, until that day, accept this as a gift.
So the heavyweight characters are in place. But I know what you're thinking. Can this game possibly match the heartwarming Godfather we all remember so fondly?
Thought I'd come out too.
How important was it to have Marlon Brando as part of the project?
Yeah, it was a magical experience, and you know, he was a wonderful man. I mean, even at an advanced age, he was able to quickly assimilate and understand what we were trying to do in the interactive space. I think he was starting to project forward and say, you know, how can I continue to act if my body's failing me? And I think he saw the interactive medium, either video games or animated films, as an opportunity for him to continue to act.
Of course, the beauty of interactivity means we'll be controlling the family from here on out, which is good news for this party crowd.
Is there a scene that you're hoping is in the game that you can recreate on your own?
Well, there's that one with the girl, but they won't let me do that.
Oh, against the wall? Yeah, where is that girl?
I don't know. Oh, God! Oh, never mind.
I don't even want to know, gentlemen. keep it in the family.
Dirty old men.
Did you get a chance to play the game at all?
Not really, not firsthand, but you know, they showed us some scenes, and it's still in development. It's not done. It's not done. They're just kind of getting the buzz alive for the guys. Yeah, it's obviously it's a little hard not to notice that Al Pacino is missing from the group, though. He declined to participate in this project, which is sort of a bummer. Although he still hasn't turned down an offer to work on the Scarface game, which is also in the works. So one might wonder, you know, if he's going to choose one or the other. I'm not sure. Now later we're going to take some of your calls and we'll be answering your tech questions.
Yes.
And when we come back, DV Diva, Kim Morgan and I fire up our power tools and hack away at Saw along with the rest of today's DVD releases. We'll be right back with that. It used to be that Tuesdays were lame. But then God decided all DVDs should be released on the same day of the week. TGI DVD Tuesday, everybody. Kim Morgan from DVDtalk.com is back to talk DVDs. Welcome, Kim. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm just so excited. All right. Good to see you again. All right. So what is first up? We got a movie called Saw.
Saw, yeah. Well, serial killers are really clever these days.
They are.
They're so clever they don't even have to kill you in a movie, which isn't really giving anything away. This was directed by James Wan and written by Leigh Whannell, and it's a good concept. Two guys wake up chained in this lavatory from hell. Ooh. And they have this set of instructions on tape recorders, and there's a dead guy in the room, etc. It flashes back. I'm not going to tell the whole movie here, but it's just so layered with so many ridiculous moments that it's not scary.
Is it like funny? Is it like the horror movie that you laugh at?
Yeah, you do laugh at it.
Right.
You laugh at it, but that scene, I felt badly because when I listened to the commentary track for it with the filmmakers, they actually had a really good sense of humor about this movie, and I think a lot of it was intended to be kind of funny, not a comedy. It was intended to be scary. But, you know, they had a very short shooting schedule, and they point out these things. And so it's a lively commentary track. The rest of the disc is not so great. There's a really short featurette behind the scenes making of. There's a little making of the video for it, and the unrated version of the video.
It's like a horror movie that was good in concept, but then it's a little bit too complicated. It's actually funny.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like when a movie's too gruesome for its own good type of thing.
Well, I didn't mind the gruesomeness, but
okay.
it could have been a little more gruesome.
Okay. Well,
maybe not.
Hey, to each their own.
I don't want people to think I'm sick.
You're a gruesome kind of girl. It's not a problem. You're among friends. All right, what's the bottom line on this DVD?
Well, there's a lively commentary track by Leigh Whannell and James Wan, but there's not many extras here, and the making of doc is much too short.
All right, so Saw, not for everybody.
No.
Moving on now to Donnie Darko, the director's cut. I'm really excited about this because I was one of those Donnie Darko lovers. I really liked the movie. I had all my theories of what it all meant.
Yes, and the director's cut, sadly, and a lot of fans are going to agree with me on this, it just spells it out too much.
Oh, so it's like too many deleted scenes are added back in where there's not so much of a mystery?
There's just a little bit over 20 minutes added in, and all the time travel stuff, especially from the Roberta Sparrow's book, is interlaid so you can read about it as you're watching it. There are a couple scenes that they added that I actually liked. They changed the opening music from
Echo and the Bunnymen
to In Excess.
That's a travesty.
And yeah, a lot of people are upset about that. But that was the original song that he had when he showed it at Sundance.
You know, it's really hard to change music in a movie because people really
they get
you
really
want to hear it. Yeah, it's like smelling perfume or something.
Although he did write that scene all around that In Excess song, and so when you see it, you do see that he did write it around it, and you appreciate it. But,
gotcha. Well, I'm a little disappointed about that.
Yes.
Because I was hoping a lot for the director's cut, but I guess we don't really want a movie that inspired so many conspiracy theories to be spelled out for us.
And Richard Kelly really likes to spell it out because on the DVD commentary track that he shares with Kevin Smith, which is really good, he's like the anti-David Lynch. And one thing I love about David Lynch is he never does commentary, discusses he never reveals the magic.
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Kelly definitely knows what he's doing, and Kevin Smith provides good, questions for him and asks him things that he's very irreverent, and it was a good commentary track. The rest of it is kind of I don't know. I mean, there's a making of behind the scenes that's good. But then there's a little some fan won a contest and he's made his own little featurette.
Awesome.
And then there's
let's hear about him.
There's a They Made Me Do It, The Cult of Donnie Darko featurette, which is about all the British fans. And it's really annoying. And I'm sorry, I like British people. I have British friends.
I have British friends too. But that
These
said,
British people are so annoying.
They're annoying.
They're annoying.
Well, the only people who want to watch the documentary about them is them, right?
Yeah, and where's the American fans?
That's right.
We
So
resurrected this. Sorry, we resurrected this too.
Well, let's finish your thought. Bottom line on Donnie Darko, director's guy?
It's often entertaining. Commentary track with Richard Kelly and Kevin Smith. The Donnie Darko production diary is great. The 28-minute featurette of The Made Me Do It, like I said, a bunch of annoying British fans waxing obsessive. Not fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Third desk. I know we've got one more.
Yeah, it's Justice League Unlimited, Saving the World. It's
DC Comics.
DC Comics is much like the Batman animated series. Very popular, very good, and has a lot of the DC comic heroes in it. What I liked about it was that it was super cheap.
Okay,
It's a
like
cheap
what
disc.
are we talking? Like $5? Or?
No, it's like I think between like $11 and $13 or something like that.
Won't break the bank.
Some pretty good episodes, but I mean, part of the reason is because there's only 3 episodes, and the features are really just for the kids.
That's lame.
Yeah.
You'll blow it in an afternoon.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So if you're a big Justice League Unlimited fan, there you go.
Yeah, get it.
You got $13.
I would wait until there's a better edition that comes out.
Very good. Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Good day for DVDs. You can read Kim's reviews at dvdtalk.com or visit her own website at sunsetgun.typepad.com. Now, coming up after the break, you called and we answered. We're going to take some of your toughest tech questions. Bring it! You heard me. And while Kevin Pereira's away, we'll steal his thunder. Haha, the craziest Looney Tune items are up for auction, are next in our latest edition of It Came From eBay. Be sure to catch tomorrow's show. We've got a sneak peek at one of the Cartoon Network's newest shows, the stop-motion animated series Robot Chicken. Yes, Robot Chicken. We'll talk to the show's producers and find out more. Plus, Kevin Rose is going to cram a PDA inside of an old game cartridge. And Keanu, I Know Kung Fu, Reeves is back in the supernatural thriller Constantine, and we've got a first look. Whoa. Excellent. Did I do that right?
No, you did that right.
How do you do it?
I don't know how to do it. I'm not even going to attempt
Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
Excellent.
No, I am going to try.
Excellent.
There you go. That was better.
Thanks.
Now, Kevin Pereira is out of town.
Yeah.
He's not in the building today. That means that we can do some actual tech questions on the show.
Sweet, no more games.
That's right.
Awesome. It's the best day ever.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Michael, are you on the phone
Yes, I
from
am.
Council Bluffs, Iowa?
Yes. Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
Council
Michael.
Bluffs.
Kevin, hey, Sarah, what's going on?
What's up?
We're just chilling. How's Iowa?
It's cold, and then it's hot, and then it's cold again. I don't know. Our weather's going to even out.
Nice.
So fickle, that
I've
Iowa.
got a question.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been looking at that Mac Mini, and I've got this. I've got a DV camera, do some video editing. I'm curious if I buy a Mac Mini because it's kind of underpowered and whatnot. Will it be able to handle DV right from the video camera? Because the video camera plays at a constant rate.
Right,
it's sending
totally.
data out, and it's not going to slow down for you if your computer's too slow.
Right. You're
and
worried
a Mac
about
Mini take it.
You're worried about drop frames and whatnot, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because some of the PowerBooks actually have
working with a Mac Mini
problems.
quite a bit lately.
Yeah, I have one of the Mac Minis that we've been overclocking here and whatnot, and some of the PowerBooks around that same speed or a little bit slower have had some problems dropping frames when capturing video. But
That actually surprises me.
what, with the PowerBooks? Yeah, you would think they wouldn't drop them, but some of them do
but
for
it
some
happens.
unknown reason.
It's a known
I'm sure like the latest and greatest don't, but a couple generations back, a little slower on the megahertz side, and they were dropping frames.
Which is, of course, unreasonable. Because
Right.
even though a frame is so,
Yeah,
you just
you
can't
don't
have
want that.
You're going to mess up your time code.
So I was at Macworld. I saw it actually working, the little Mac Minis. I haven't tried it myself personally, but I saw it actually capturing video, and also know that there's a FireWire connection on the back. So worst case scenario, I mean, the hard drives are small. They're only 80 gigabytes, so you're going to fill that up pretty fast no matter what.
Yeah.
So you can get yourself a nice external FireWire hard drive, hook that up to your Mac Mini, and you should be good to go.
I mean, people pretty much recommend that for all, if you're doing a hardcore video editing, get the external
External
hard drive.
storage, yeah.
Yeah.
And, it comes with it bundled in.
That's enough.
Yeah, we
got
What are you doing?
No, I just figured, I just got on board of that, and I'm more into the game
Give him
questions.
an inch.
I figured, what we'll do.
We're going back to games?
You're going to stand over here, because now we're going to talk about the eBay thing, like we discussed.
Ah, yes.
Right.
It came from eBay.
It came from eBay.
Yes,
Right,
that's
I'm
it.
going to do the intro.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, kiddies, hide the cough syrup and dust off the tinfoil helmet, because it's time for another edition of It Came From eBay. God, that's a great
That was
sound
cool.
effect. Thank you.
I like that. Better
Kevin,
Ken Pereira.
Yeah. First up, Kevin, if you're thinking about that perfect Mother's Day gift, I want to show you this. This is a ceramic smoking baby. Buy it now for $6.14. I want to show you this. This is a great picture. Look at that, right?
This thing actually smokes? Or
yeah,
how does
it's not smoking cigarettes. It's smoking incense.
Incense?
Yeah, incense. These smokes are actually non-toxic, unscented incense wrapped in paper.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And the nice part, it has a disclaimer. It says real babies should never smoke. So, they're not going to get in trouble with it.
That's kind of handy, though, because I burn incense at home to cover up, just keep everything nice and smelling good.
Yeah. Well, get a smoking baby.
Yeah,
it's the next step.
I could use that.
Next one is real Swedish moose poop. And I want to show you this. The nice part is this: when you buy the Swedish moose poop, you end up joining a club.
Now wait a second. Now what is this exactly? You're buying?
It's poop, Kevin. What more do you want me to say?
Is it a necklace or?
It's a necklace. See, you got the 3 little poop beads here. They're sealed so they don't smell, which is kind of
Sarah,
important.
Valentine's Day.
A poop necklace?
Those would look great with those
stoked.
earrings.
Why didn't you get that for me?
Okay, moving on. All right, this is one of my favorites. This is the true life story of Devil Witch Sister. And having a sister, I don't know if you got a sister, but
I do.
You can probably relate to this.
Yes, for
this
sure.
is $4.19 American. And I want to just kind of read this true life story of my devil witch sister that is a spawn of Satan. She's truly evil and possessed.
That's awesome.
She has ripped me off for 10 grand, broke into my parents' home and stole everything.
Do they have a
Became a
picture of her?
hooker. No, sadly, at age 13, which is kind of sad.
So you're just buying the story then?
You're buying the story. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
you can be a Hollywood producer. And then
Yes.
finally, a monkey's paw to make wishes upon. It's the W.W. Jacobs monkey. And the thing about this, Kevin, is the monkey's paw is cursed. If you wish upon it, bad things will happen to you.
Right.
And yet here it is on eBay.
How much is it going for?
It's going for probably not that much, $14.99. But the thing is, I mean, we've been warned, people.
Oh my gosh.
It's a real monkey's paw, so if you're looking for authenticity, there you got it. So there you have it. Kevin, always expect
Amazing.
the unexpected. When it came from eBay.
That was amazing.
I love doing that all day.
I'm getting Sarah the necklace. Stay where you are. In a couple minutes, we're going to read some of your questions and comments from our RC chat room. You've been in there chatting away.
I'm going to read them, actually.
That's right, so stick around. All right.
All right, dudes.
I
What's
think
going
I
on
have
in
the best
chat?
one.
Go.
Whoa, we're
Chat questions?
What's eBay?
I have one real quick here. He said, I have a question. I tried Sarah's good download. I install it. I run. I wouldn't DLL air, and I aim starts won't connect.
What?
I'm serious. I have no idea what that means.
That's the question?
Yeah, that's the question.
I can't help you, dude. Sorry.
Right.
That's it for this edition of the Screensavers.
Pretty much sums up our chat room right
I'm
there.
Brendan Moran.
I'm Kevin Rose.
I'm Sarah Lane. Thanks for watching. We'd like to thank our guest, Tony Millionaire. See you tomorrow. Until then, have a great night.
Have a good night.
Have a great night.